Welcome back, Hordlings, to more Diablo 3.
Look at this
with Clitorius the Victorious.
This predates the Sin War.
One bad fucking bitch. Fuck you up with my fire hammers, motherfucker!
Rise, my brothers! Rise and do battle!
You just got butt raped.
Your strength rivals that of our greatest champions. What now do you think you are? You may enter our most sacred place.
The spirit speaks the truth. This was a good place. I can feel it.
Let me tell you about my sacred place. It's called the Crusader Cuckoo Nest.
The noble hero fought her way here just to die.
I admire your persistence.
And who is this you bring with you? Adria's daughter? She has power within her. No matter. Your mother will soon share your fate, little one. The shard is mine. Fill this temple with their blood!
Yep, come and get it.
Did she mean my mother will share my fate? Could my mother be alive after all these years?
Time will tell.
And what is the power within you that she spoke of?
This fight was too easy. She's toying with us. We must get back to Uncle Deckard right away.
Worldstone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power, but instead turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to war against us. We may die, but not before she is sent back to the burning hells.
The Warhorse crashes through enemies, knocking them the fuck out of your path. Enemies hit by sweep attack have a chance to be tripped and stunned. Alright.
I am returning to town.
We need to go back to New Tristram.
You spoke of Chaldeum. You lived there with your father?
Yes, he was a diplomat. We had a manor with servants, terraces, all of that. Everything changed when the trouble started. Somehow, rumors spread that my grandfather was responsible for the king's madness. My father's work fell apart. No one would speak to him. He kept believing it will blow over, though.
That is not the way of the world.
No. I'd rather not talk about it now, if you don't mind. I've work to see to.
Fucking vagina.
I have some new items that I'm certain you will love.
I was thinking.
Don't hurt yourself.
Oh, there she goes again. Were I not a happily married man, I'd let her take me on an adventure.
I'm sure she's aching to haul an old Cooper with a bald spot around. Be my guest.
Good thought.
let us look for books.
I really do miss that bard. The way he sang Bartok and Horizon could make a bad man weep.
No books here in the slattered calf inn.
As you can see, business is atrocious. It must be the end times if people won't even drown their sorrows in drink.
Not only saved Cain, but got our blacksmith back to work. Well done!
That Templar you brought to town may seem grim to most.
Uncle Deckard and I traveled all over the world in my youth, looking for lost lore and artifacts. It was so exciting, prowling around ancient temples, digging through forgotten crypts. I feel fortunate that Uncle Deckard raised me the way he did, the things I learned from him. But now I don't know. I see what his obsession with his quest has cost him, has cost us. The Drowned Temple was once known as the Sarsium Emporis. It was the most sacred of their temples, a site where legend claims angels would come to impart their wisdom to the Nephilim.
The World Stone was an ancient artifact of immense power. It was used not only to create our world, but also to control mankind. The original humans were known as the Nephilim, and their power was such that it was feared they would tip the balance in the eternal conflict between the high heavens and the burning hells. So the World Stone was tuned to lessen our powers, turning mankind into what we are today. But now that it has been destroyed, it is conceivable that the powers of the Nephilim will reappear. Tyrael was forced to destroy the World Stone when Baal, the Lord of Destruction, corrupted it in his attempt to control all of mankind.
Unfortunate.
It obliterated Mount Arreat, the mountain that housed it, leaving only a smoking crater in its place. And nothing has been heard from Tyrael since.
You raised Leah during your travels, but the road is a dangerous place for a child.
Not as dangerous as you might think. There was a calm about the world then. Most people paid no mind to an old man and young girl, weaponless and penniless, crossing their lands.
All right. I think we've talked to everyone.
Got a right good bunch of things for you.
May the gods who abandoned us come to your aid one last.
I spoke with that strange man next to Deckard Cain. It's odd. He doesn't look that old, but if you look at his eyes, I'd swear you can see the centuries looking back at you.
Yeah, no shit, he's an angel. Any secrets if I walk back to the beginning of the game? Fuck no.
Weep, Tristram. I tell you, weep.
What's this new skill I got? Oh, shit! Launch yourself into the heavens and come crashing down on your enemies like a Valkyrie.
Here, the second piece of the sword. Magda now seeks the third.
I remember a glow streaking towards a fishing village.
The only fishing village near here is Wortham.
You're right, Leah. It must be Wortham. There is a ferry on the edge of Tristram that will take you there.
Tell me of this coven.
I have no memory of them, except a feeling, a darkness that is known to me.
Known to you?
The coven may be part of a greater evil. Perhaps I intended to fight it.
You'll need your sword.
Let's make a 6 sword. And let's make a 6 shield. A 6 relic. I can't make rings and shit. Fuck you. Whoa.
This will help. This will aid me.
Boom,
Excellent.
how about that, baby? Hook that fucking Templar up with some shit, folks. Stay a while and listen.
That Templar you brought to
Yeah,
town.
yeah, we know.
I heard the goat.
When we retrieved the stranger's second sword piece, Magda found us. She's always on her heels. Who is she? She claims to know my mother, but how could that be? Regardless, we must beat her to Wortham in the final piece of the sword.
Not ready yet.
She is definitely a hooker.
Vile things transpire even as we speak. I see a town in flames, and an old friend paying the ultimate price to reveal the truth.
I already know this.
Oh, do you have the sight as well?
No, never mind.
I can see the fires even from here. Wortham burns. It is only the truly evil who force the innocents to suffer for a battle they have no part in.
I guess it's time to head to the ferry.
Wortham, please.
I will take you, but beware. Smoke rises from the village.
They're destroying the town! Get out while you can! By all that is holy, the town is burning!
So is my vajayjay.
One of the men retrieved a strange artifact in his nets. It looked like a hilt of an ancient blade, but I know it must be more. The fisherman argued with me, but I convinced him to leave it in the safety of the chapel, a holy place for a holy relic.
It's Magda.
Fucked him up.
To those who defy.
Please! My family's hiding in the chapel with the rest of the townsfolk. We must get to them.
Don't run off! You'll get yourself killed!
Tough titty for him.
Fools! You cannot keep the sword from me!
This is bad.
My servants will burn this town to ashes!
Shit, bring it, baby. Bring it.
The bestial hellions are demons that can be summoned from the burning hells with the aid of foul sorcery. They are given to chasing down their foes and attacking them with savage fangs. This usually allows some spare time for their master.
I hear something coming.
That's what she said.
I don't like the look of that. I'll be telling stories about that for a while.
I seek the hilt of a sword. It fell from the sky. Have you seen it?
We found it days ago. I wish we'd never brought it here. Come, I left Virgil to guard it. We will be glad to be rid of it.
I'm going back to Tristram to check on Uncle Deckard.
It's gone.
I need to go. While you were on your hero's errand here, I captured all 3 sword pieces and your friends.
I should have known. I must get back to Kane's house.
Kane's fucked. Stay a while and listen. Cause I'm about to get fucked in my old asshole.
So this is how it ends? They dragged my cart from the road, but for what? I can't get it repaired. Might as well dig a hole and die in it.
Did you know that Leah has traveled a better part of this world? She's even been to Chaldeum. But I bet you've seen things that would shock even her.
You bet I have. Fucking lug.
Where are you from?
Kingsport, the city by the sea, home to the great merchant fleets and endless nets of reeking fish.
That sounds delightful. And what was your trade there?
I was, a bit of a private dealer.
So no honest work, then?
Nonsense. I am the most honest thief you will ever meet. Wanted, 1 relic, scarlet, roughly the size of a man's fist. It was stolen 2 months past during a deplorable theft from the Merchants Guild Bank. Those apprehended were not in possession of the item. The relic is greatly missed by its rightful owner, who offers a reward for its safe return.
You spend quite a lot of time chasing women.
We only have so many days in this world, and I choose to spend mine in worthy pursuits.
I'm not sure you think very much of the women you pursue.
I've only found one worth keeping, but she slipped away from me.
What did you do wrong?
I'd rather talk about the ones I caught and didn't want. Let us seek our fortunes together.
Tell me about your order. Are you born into it?
No. Our scripture says, as a farmer reaps his wheat, so must the order harvest and purify the weeds.
You were a weed?
A criminal. The order took me in and saved my life. More than that, my very soul.
So you were a criminal before joining the Templar. What were your crimes?
I cannot tell you.
Then I will not pry.
You misunderstand me. We are literally unable to recall our pasts.
The Inquisitors stripped my sins and the memory of them from me, leaving me pure.
Let us seek honor together, my friend.
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love.
All right, let's enter Kane's house. We all know what happens when we do that.
I don't know what would have happened to this town without Deckard.
Stay a while and listen.
It's your choice, Kane. Either use your Herodric arts to repair the sword, or your dear Leah dies a horrible death.
All this pain, this destruction. What is the sword to you?
To me, nothing. To my master, Belial, everything. Your rage is overwhelming, girl. You win this round, but if the sword cannot be mine, I'll claim the one it's bound to. In the end, the blade shall be mine.
Uncle, you can't die.
Nothing can stop that now. But there is one last thing I must do.
Guy's like 500 years old. Let him go.
Must be made whole. Just as I suspected, the sword is of the high heavens. The stranger is an angel. Heed the journal. The truth lies within.
Uncle Deckard! Uncle Deckard is gone forever. I remember the wonderful times we had together. Always off on another crazy quest. What will I do without him? He believed the stranger was an angel, but he is only a man. I always knew they were just stories. Uncle Deckard died for those stories.
So much for us, and she's lost her.
Sir, don't say it. You were right.
If only I could control this power, I could have saved him.
I'm sorry, Leah. It is hard to see someone so close fall. I will go after Magda.
Magda and her master Belial. The journal speaks of an angel falling from the heavens as the shadow rises from the abyss. The stranger is the key to all of this.
We must bring him the sword, so that he can fight at our side.
When my power erupted, I saw into Magda's mind for an instant. She's fled to the highlands. You can reach them through the caves above Wortham. You have to know, she'll be waiting for you.
She won't have to wait long.
That's right, we're gonna fuck that bitch up.
This damned power I have. Uncle Deckard said it came from my mother. He tried to teach me how to control it using his Herodric training, but it never really helped. He never gave up on me, though. He was a great man.
can't believe Deckard Cain is dead. What will Leah do now?
Angels! That's rich. There ain't no angels.
You know what I'll miss about old Cain?
I fear this town will be lost without Deckard Cain's wisdom to guide us.
You're going to make those cultists pay for what they've done, aren't you? They can't be allowed to get away with this.
How did you learn to fight?
My brother taught me when we were younger. He thought the crossbow was the best weapon for me since it would give me time to run away if I botched things too badly.
So he was confident in your abilities then?
He worried about me, that's all. I suppose you don't know about the bonds of family.
And where is this brother who is bonded to you so?
Oh, he's still in Kingsport. I expect he'll be there a good long time.
Probably in jail.
If there's treasure to be had, then I'm in.
Tell me, what does your order gain by taking your memory from you?
Our initiation blinds us to our sinful pasts, so that we might clearly see the future and prepare for the final battle.
They must accomplish this with powerful magic.
I was chained to a wall and beaten. By the third day, I was mad from pain and hunger. And that is when the whipping began.
Tell me, what does your order gain by taking your...
Our initiation.
They must accomplish...
I was chained to a wall. I was told I relived all of my transgressions. Everything that brought me tainted joy. The whip took away that joy. Then the sin, leaving me pure.
Friend, it sounds as if they left you empty, not pure.
Don't you understand? The Templar Order is trying to protect humanity from extinction. What is my pain against that goal? What shall we fight today?
Evil. Evil fucking Knievel.
Cain was a good man, who saw beyond what his eyes showed him. This world is made poorer by his loss.
Magda and her coven will pay dearly for what they have done.
I am not usually one for vengeance, but in this instance, I hope you make her suffer.
Oh, I will.
It's a cruel world that would take Deckard Cain away from us. His was never an easy life, and he gave much for us all.
I will make the coven pay for Cain's death.
We all pay. Just look at the face of Leah, the poor girl. What price could the coven pay that could be greater than that?
Alright folks, that wraps it up for this vid. Stay tuned as we enter deep into the caverns of Arenea above Wortham. But first, you must return to the Wortham Chapel cellar. And then head north.
This is a matter of honor now. We must not hesitate.
That is true. But it'll have to wait for the next episode. Thanks for watching.